are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first.
And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. It'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Jones. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Howard. Touchdown, Chargers. O.J. Howard. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Get over the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Dickens. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Mahomes now to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going deep for Walker. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Left side to Lamb. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make our score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The Chargers at 3-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. That's out to Chubb. Complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Greg Dulcich, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. final shot before the half from Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on second down. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They go up the middle with Chubb. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jones throw caught here by Dulcich. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They run it again with Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. It's complete to Lockett. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's got room. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Folk connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones going deep for Hopkins. This is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player for the play that he likes to run best.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Chubb running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run again on first down. Chubb. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
23 yards the pick up there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And able to break through that initial contact, it winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold them up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 118 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. A run for Nick Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That tackle for loss earned by Alontae Taylor. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Chubb on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much have their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally